Hey everybody, I'm Kyle Ingram, the co-founder and president of COLLAB, and if you're watching this, I thank you because that means you're on our newsletter. And I appreciate you, appreciate all the support we've gotten. This is our second month, this is February 2021, and I'm going to give you a brief update about where we are and what we've been up to. So, as you know, if you're here, you've been following us, we are a pretty new organization, and we're figuring out how to raise money, how we're going to pay for all the programs that we are planning on putting into place, how we're going to pay for the work it's going to take to, change legislation. Almost had a Bianca moment. Change legislation and fight for our people. So with that being said, we have been looking at creating some programming that will help us with fundraising. Bianca, funny enough, came up with this really great idea about having a COLLAB award show that will allow us to do multiple things besides just raise money. We're going to be able to spotlight, people in the community that sometimes get overlooked. Sometimes, there's no award for them, but they're doing great work. I'm talking about artists, faith leaders, local politicians, organizations, or just just people in the community that, they have a great heart and they help out, and the community members love them. So we're going to do an award show for them. They're going to be nominated by their community members. We're going to have an open enrollment period of time during March, from March 1st to March 31st, where you can nominate your own, whoever is in your community to win an award. And it's also a chance for us to work with some black businesses and build some bonds with them. And this year the admission will be free. It's going to be a virtual event. Of course, we're going to ask for some donations. If you're watching and you're enjoying it and it's giving you some value, we would love for you to donate. But this is something that we want to do annually. We're also in the midst of planning a birthday party for ourselves in June, where we're going to have a keynote speaker, and that will be ticketed. It will also be virtual, but it will be ticketed. And what we're really trying to do is figure out how we're going to fund all of the work that we need to do to actually change those processes, because everything takes money, unfortunately. That's just the name of the game. In March, on the 24th, we have an event that we're co-sponsoring that was spearheaded by Bridget Austin and Isis Williams. They have put together this great discussion for Haddon Township about how to talk to your kids about race. I think that's something that's not frequently talked about. It's often overlooked, and it's gonna happen. We all, when you're kids, that there's differences, people are treated differently. So it's good for parents to be given language on how to address those situations, how can we work through those situations. And me, myself, I'm gonna be a dad this summer, so I have a much different interest in this than I did, say last year. But now I'm looking at it with a brand new angle, and I'll be paying attention in a different way. But yeah, I think that's going to be a really great event, and I'm looking forward to that. Yeah, so that's coming up in March. And just some quick thoughts I have, right? So February, Black History Month. I love Black History Month for some different reasons. I love the pride that black people show in our culture. I love that we uplift our heroes. I love that we showcase and highlight the people and pillars of our communities and the people that have meant something to us that are black. And that's been growing. That's something that has been growing since I've been a kid. Black History Month used to just be, you watch the I Have a Dream speech and that was it. But now we're getting into some really in-depth stories. We're giving people their flowers while they're still here, which is key. And we're showing a pride in our culture that I hope translates to the rest of the year. I think it's important that we have these moments, but unfortunately February is the shortest month of the year. And Black history is American history, and we have to begin to combine those two. I think there's too many people that, even when you say Black history, they just tune out. And I'm not talking about black people, I'm talking about the rest of the country. And everyone needs to know about the contributions that black people have made to the foundation of this country. America would not be America without black people. It was built on our backs. The entire economy was built by us. So there's a lot of history that is overlooked that is American history. So there's a few things that I wish would be changed, right? I think black history needs to be integrated in all the historical texts. We need to reframe this. But also the cultural pride that we have during Black History Month is something that I would like to be extended throughout the rest of the year. there's, we shouldn't need a month to be proud of ourselves, to be proud of our culture, to be proud of our people. That's something that we should always have and we should carry with us throughout the entire year. So I like to celebrate Black History Month by celebrating Black people that I know that are doing great work. And this month, I really wanted to focus on the Black women that are in my life, that I work with, that I'm related to, that I know that are doing great work. And I think it's important that we as Black men, use our platforms and use our voice to support and uplift our Black women whenever we can. That's not to say I don't support my Black brothers. This year, I was just more focused on supporting Black women. But yes, I think that you can choose to celebrate Black History Month in many different ways. I just think that we should be doing it all year long. So again, I thank you for watching. I thank you for, supporting COLLAB and supporting the work we're going to be doing. I think it's going to be a very exciting year. We are definitely looking at moving forward into other communities soon. In a couple months, we are beginning our legislative talks with the politicians in Merchantville, and we're learning a lot about that landscape. And once we figure that out, then I think we'll feel much more comfortable to move into other townships, just in case you were wondering. So I thank you for being here. Peace, and see you next time.